I'm the number one expert on the moral message of Isaiah in its true form, not the details, not the translation. Okay? So in the next three parts or so, I'm going to show you why I'm right about this. Okay? It's a summary. I have all kinds of other videos and pictures where things are underlined and so on and so forth, so you know I couldn't possibly be wrong. Isaiah, like Hosea, like Amos, like Jeremiah, okay, like all these books like this, he's chastising the Jews for the lack of righteousness and justice, and says these people are going to come, Assyrians and all these books. We see Babylonians. They're going to come. They're going to destroy you. They're going to, there's going to be few of you left, and those of you who turn to God are going to go to heaven. So it's like stoning the Jews aren't doing a good job of stoning the wicked and enforcing God's law. So God says, I'm going to enforce it myself. I'm going to send the top martial artist to destroy you one day, one final time, and the earth is going to be the footstool sealed in hell, and the righteous are going to go up. These are the terms of the vindication is going to be like the dawn, salvation, and so on, like a blazing torch. Um, you compare it to Moses, Isaiah 42:13. The Lord is a mighty warrior. He's going to march out and stir up his zeal. It starts off right away with Isaiah 1. It talks about Jesus as the mighty God, wonderful counselor. He's going to, go for justice and righteousness and so on and so forth. This is the message of Isaiah, and it's reiterated in Revelation, and it says this is what's going to happen, and that's how the story ends. It ends in one final kind of crackdown with the Lord using the various angles at his disposal. Sometimes he uses wild beasts, sometimes he uses people, sometimes, but every single time it's the Spirit of God striking them down definitively. Everything else is like a bootlicker's pittance. It's like litter on the land versus, the nation being raped and killed and destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The true destruction is a spiritual destruction and being denied heaven and living in dishonor forever. And we see this echoed in martial arts with the ideas and the various cultural conceptions were not the same as the universal and moral precise conception of dishonor and disgrace not being worth living, and people committing seppuku and killing themselves, and the princess jumping off a cliff, and Romeo and Juliet, people who don't want to live without love and in a state of dishonor and in despair. And that is what Isaiah is talking about, the eternal despair of the rebellion that they faced. It's rebellion is their main crime, and it's against what? Righteousness and justice and the laws of God, which only are righteousness and justice. Everything else is an expression of that, and that's part of Jesus' message when he says that Moses wrote that because your hearts were uncircumcised, because you didn't have faith, you weren't ready. He said he's going to fulfill what? Righteousness and justice. What is the tree of life? Righteousness. What is the tree of knowledge? Is like learning all the details, all the languages in the world, all this stuff that you can't take to the grave with you. What good is it for someone to gain all the knowledge in the world and lose their soul? It's moral precision is the message of Isaiah and the Bible. Thank you.